Hello and welcome back once again in English video, and in today's video we are going to take again the literature portion. And today there is one poem, Beauty, and it is written by E.S. Shore. This poem is also taken from your book Honeysuckle. Alright, so before starting the explanation of this poem, let's get into the little explanation of the poet, that is E.S. Shore. Now, E.S. Shore was a female poet and she was born in 9 September 1926 in New Mexico. She died in 21 July 1940. She was a writer, poet and educator also. She had done many great work in the field of education and also in the writing. That means she has made many other poets famous poems. She has written famous poems, many other famous poems. Now let's talk about the poem now. And this poem, The Beauty, if I ask you that what do you understand by the term beauty, what do you understand by this word beauty, you will say that all things which we look at we find beautiful, which things which are beautiful, which are wonderful, when we look at something which we find those things beautiful, that is beauty. All right, its color is beautiful, it can be its color, it can be shape, it can be size, anything. All right, those things which we find are beautiful in looking are beautiful. But the poet says that beauty, in this poem, the beauty is very vast thing. Beauty can be beauty is not just the things we look at, beauty is everywhere. All right, so let's take the explanation of the poem. One thing more, according to the poet also wants to say that beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. What does this mean? It means, suppose if there are many things in this world, all right, there are many things in this world, and there are many people in this world, and each and every person is different from each other. Their way of thinking is different from each other, their thoughts are differ from each other, and their perspectives, their way of thinking, way of looking at anything in this around them is different from each other. So beauty also differs from one to another thing. Like suppose this thing I find beautiful and you may not find beautiful, and the other thing you find beautiful and I may not find beautiful. All right, so beauty lies everywhere in this world, but it depends on the way we look at. All right, on our thinking, on our thoughts, it depends on this. So let's read the poem and the explanation of the poem. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. Now, in the first stanza, the poet is saying that where do we see beauty? Beauty, we can see beauty in the sunlight, in the trees, in the birds chirping, flying from here and there. And the trees, what are the trees doing? Its color, when they move with the winds, when they make sound, the leaves make sound with the winds, they all are beauty. Corn growing and people working, when the corn are going in the field, when the corn means crop, when the crops and or corns are growing in the field, and the people who are working in those fields are also beauty. Those things are also very beautiful according to the poet. Or dancing for their harvest, and the people who are working in the fields of corn or the crops they have grown, and they are dancing with joy, they are dancing with happiness, and they're preparing for their harvest. Harvest means the time when the crop is ready to cut. All right, so that moment or that thing, looking at that thing, that the farmers are dancing because now it is the time for their harvest, because they work very hard, they work very hard on their crops to grow them. It is not like that just go and get them from the farm. It takes a lot of hard work for growing a crop. And when the crop is good, and it is ready to harvest, or you can say it is ready to cut, they feel a different type of joy, a different kind of happiness. So when they dance, because their harvest is near, that thing, when we see it, it is also beauty. Next stanza is: beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting, anything in earnest. This stanza means that beauty can be heard in the night also. When it is night, in the morning, we, like in the first stanza, what did the poet say? That we can, beauty is seen in the sunlight. Sunlight means in the morning we see the beauty. But in the next stanza, in the second stanza, he also says that beauty can be heard. Beauty can be heard in the night also. Why it says she says so? Because at night you can see that there are so many types of different sound, right? Like the small insects are making noise, and the wind that blows at night, it sounds differently. So at night also we can hear beauty, or night has its own beauty. Beauty is a thing to be felt. Beauty is a thing to be felt. It is not the thing that just we look at the things and we say that it is beautiful. No, beauty is also a thing that we can feel it. It can be heard means one can listen to it. All right, we can look at also, and we can hear the beauty also. Like one can hear its sound when night falls, when the wind blows and creates a sound, different sound, you all know. When rain falls on the earth, and you have seen when the rain, you have heard that when the rain falls, it makes what kind of sound? Yes, it is also a very pleasant sound. So if we sit quietly and hear these kinds of sound which comes from nature, whether it is a sound of wind sighing. Wind sighing means sound of a deep loud breath or exhale taken in relief. All right, so basically it means making a deep sound. All right, the wind sighing, the wind that makes sound at the night, it says wind sighing. So we can feel, or we can hear the beauty also. From where we can hear the beauty? From the sounds which the nature gives us, which comes from nature, like the sound of rain falling, sound of night, which comes the different kind of sound which we can hear at night. All right, so we can feel the beauty when rain falls on earth, when a singer sings, and when a singer sings, then also we can feel beauty. All right, how we can feel beauty when singer sings? Through his or her sweet voice, the song he or she is singing. One can even feel it in sincere and honest conviction of a person also. And we can feel the beauty, is saying, or singer chanting anything in the earnest. It means that we can feel the beauty when a singer is singing a song, and he is doing with all his sincerity. All right, next is beauty in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. Now, this means, this stanza means a different way, right? In the first two stanzas, the poet was saying that beauty can be seen and beauty can be heard. Where beauty can be seen? Beauty can be seen in the sunlights, in the birds, everything in the nature we can see is everywhere. All right, and he's also said in the second stanza that beauty can be heard also. Beauty can be seen and beauty can be heard. Where we can hear beauty? In the night, in the wind sighing at the night or day, or the rain falling, or the sound of the rain falling on the earth. And also when the singer sings, we can hear beauty. But in the third stanza, he is saying a different thing about beauty. What he is saying, beauty is not always external or visible. He means with this stanza that beauty is not always external or visible. It is not that, look, when we are looking at beauty, when the beauty is seen and when the beauty is heard, it is external. It is external or visible or audible. But it is not always that. It is within and it can be abstract also. According to the poet Shore, she says that beauty can be within also. Beauty is within also, within us. All right. So in the first line she says beauty is in yourself. Beauty is in yourself means beauty lies in us also, inside us also. Where is the beauty inside us? Let's see. She is saying that one's views, good acts, one's good wishes, one good image, imagines in dreams, all these things makes us beautiful from inside. Like when we do something good, good deeds means act or work we do. All right. The good deeds and our thoughts, the way we think. All right. We should always be positive. That's why everybody says that be positive, think positive. And if we will think positive, if we will be positive, then our thoughts will be also happy and we will do a good and right thing. So she says that beauty is in yourself. How we can say beauty is in yourself? That if the things we do, the work we do, the good deeds, good things we do, and the thoughts that are happy, that are joyful, when we are joyful, and that repeat themselves in your dreams. And also all these things, where does they repeat? They repeat in our dreams also. That means dreams means imagination. All right. The work we are doing, the thoughts we are creating, they should be good. They are good. And also when they are good, our imagination, our dreams are also good. So all beauty lies here also, in our thoughts, in our deeds, in our dreams, and all the work we do, and even in your rest. And also when it is not just we are walking that is beautiful, we are when we are taking a rest, that is also very beautiful. Because why it is beautiful when we take rest? Because a whole day we are doing so much hard work. Our body needs to take rest. So when our body needs to take rest, it will prepare us for the next day, next positive day, next good day. So next day also we will be able to think good, we will be able to do good, and we will be able to imagine good. All right. So I hope you have understood the meaning of the poem, explanation of the poem. Let's read, or let me tell you the summary of the poem. All right. Now, in this poem, the poet is trying to say that beauty is everything. Beauty is everything and everywhere. In each and every small things, and each and every small thing we do or see has its beauty. Everything which we see around us, everything which we hear around us has beauty. All things are beautiful in their own way, in their own unique way. Sunlight has its own beauty. All right. The birds has own beauty, trees has own beauty, and the people who are harvesting and they are dancing for the harvest, and the work they have done has its own beauty. Beauty is also in the sound of the night, the wind sighing and rain falling, and also in the singer who is singing the song. The song may be sad song also and happy song also, but the beauty lies in both the ways. All things around us give us pleasure to mind and make it feel happy. Beauty is not just outside, it is also within. What does the poet says? The beauty is not just that things we can hear and see outside, it is also inside us. Within means inside us. Beautiful is the self. One person is beautiful in his own way, in his own deeds, thought, and imagination or thinking, we can say. Our good deeds, our happy thoughts that can please anyone, everyone, or a single person also, that is also beauty. Our dreams are also beautiful as they give us reason to advance and work with zeal. Beauty is in your style of work, the way you take rest and sleep. Beauty is everywhere. It is in attitude. The way we look at the things is also beauty. Actually, everything is beautiful in its own unique manner. The need is to feel it. So, the poet says that beauty lies everywhere, each and everywhere, each and single small thing. But it is, what is the need? The need is to feel it. All right. So the poet says that beauty is not just thing that we can look at or hear it. We can hear also, we can look also, but it is not only that much. It is, beauty is that it needs to be felt. That's why we can see beauty in each and everything. So now this was the explanation of the poem. I hope you have understood. Now this is your worksheet. You will do your work like this. First there are hard words: sighing, harvest, and earnest. Next is word meanings. You will do like this: earnest, sincere and honest conviction; sighing, sound of deep loud breath of exhale taken in relief; chanting, singing; deeds, acts. Now these are answer these questions in short. You will, short doesn't means that you will give one word answer. You have to write in 1 or 2 line. All right. First question is, where does real beauty lie? Beauty lies in our noble thoughts and happy thoughts. Second is, what does the poet wants to say through the poem? The poet wants to say through the poem that beauty can be seen, heard, and practiced. Next is, how are sound produced in the nature which has beauty? The sound produced in nature which has beauty by blowing wind and falling raindrops. Next question is, how can a singer creates beauty? Singer creates beauty by his melodious voice. Now next question is reference to context. You have to read the context and then you have to answer according to that context. First context is, beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. Where is beauty seen? Beauty is seen in sunlight, trees, birds, and corn growing. Next question is, what makes people dance in the field? The good harvest of the corn makes the people dance in the field. Third question is, give the meaning of the harvest. The time of cutting or the ripe crops is the meaning of harvest. Or you can write, the harvest means that the time of cutting the ripe crops, R-I-P-E, ripe. Alright. Next stanza is, beauty is heard in the light, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting, anything in the earnest. The questions are, when beauty is heard? Beauty is heard, it's heard, H-E-R-D, heard, at night. What effect do blowing wind and falling of raindrops create? The blowing of wind and falling of raindrops create soothing effect. Alright. Next is, explain the meaning of the phrase in the earnest. The phrase FPH, this is our phrase in the earnest means doing something with sincerity and conviction. Next stanza is, beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. The questions are, how do people become beautiful according to the given lines? People become beautiful by their good thoughts, good deeds, and good imagination. Next question is, what makes people dance in the field? This is the same question we have done earlier in the previous page. The good harvest makes people dance in the field. You can write both the answers. Alright, means you can write one of these answers, both are correct. Third question is, explain the given lines in your own words. Children, you can explain your answer. You can give answer in your own words also. I have written this in my words, but if you want to try, you can try. All right. The answer is, according to the given lines, the poet explains that beauty lies within us. It needs to be felt. She says that beauty is in all we do, in our good thoughts, and also in our imagination. Beauty is also when we sleep or take rest. So basically in this question it was asked to give you explanation of the stanza, third stanza, which you have understood, which you have read about beauty. All right, so this was your worksheet number 32 and the poem Beauty by E.S. Shaw. Do this work in your notebooks in neat and clean handwriting, and also learn these question and answers also. So till the next video, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.